Morning everyone, it's a Friday. Welcome back to the channel. 7:16. Still feeling like crap. I had the worst night's sleep ever. I fell asleep on the sofa, woke up quite late, probably about 12, half 12. Tried forcing myself to go back to bed, like got into bed, I fell asleep on the sofa. Tried forcing myself back to bed. I stayed there till probably 2, just like, you know when you're really ill and you just can't sleep because you're ill. I was having that whole, I need to rest, I need to sleep, but my body was like, no, you're poorly. So I've been awake since midnight, pretty much. And about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I felt rotten. So much so, I actually did a COVID test, just in case, but negative. But I thought I might as well do one because I did feel absolutely, not like GPS, I did feel absolutely terrible, so I did one just in case. And no, I'm not positive. I'm positive that I'm not positive. I'm negative. You know what I mean. Friday today. Yay for some. Boo for me. We had one cancel first thing. It was a big install, not happening now. So I've moved another job in. So we've got dash cameras to do on, I think it's a TT for her. And then this afternoon, or maybe this morning, we do have a head unit to fit, where we're kind of, I think it's his own stereo. We're supplying some bits. Like loom and stuff like that, so that's happening today. Hope you're good, hope you're well. We're at 3,120 I think, or 3,119 on subscribers, which is awesome. We got, the electric car's being picked up today as well. That's cool. That could be collected. Come on, lights. I'm gonna go to work and have another coffee. Weather is a bit poop this weekend. I think the worst of it comes down Saturday, Sunday. It's just going to be non-stop wind and rain, I think. Bring on the brighter weather. I can enjoy the house a bit more. We've got, I want to get, the caddy inspired me to get stuff done. And then shortly after was just whacked with this bloody cold, and I'm so keen to get the stuff swapped in the Lotus, the Chaser finished, you know, it's like the box is down in this thing's now ready. I want to complete all of the bits and bobs I've started, ready for summer stuff. A little update on the cars. So I kicked off again with my insurance company, because again, it's been another 6 months since we heard something. And apparently my insurance company, which was, used to be, then it was, anyway, it's now been taken over by, I think, I want to say Sedgwick. I've had a real rough time with them. Some of the claims on this are 3 years now. It's like beyond a joke. So a manager by the name of Emma phoned me up and basically said that she was going to take hold of my claims and deal with them, because I was, you know, she said you can complain if you want to, she said, but if you rather, I can just handle stuff. And I was like, look, I'm not an arsehole, I'll let you handle stuff, like, but get it done, because it's, you know. She was like, yeah, I understand. Honestly, within 10 minutes, maybe 20, the engineers are booked in for Tuesday next week to look at Wifey's Cube, and that's probably going to be written off. The Chaser damage with the wall, they paid me yesterday. They've already transferred me cash in lieu settlement. Now I can get the Chaser fixed. This thing is booked in to go to the body shop. They've already done the estimate on the back. I think the one on the front has already been taken care of, as in admitted liability. They're just going to sort it out. So while it's in the body shop having the back bit done, they're going to do the front as well and probably paint the entire side, because it makes sense to match it. makes sense to paint it rather than try and match two ends of colour. So they may as well just paint the whole side and blend it like together. So it shouldn't have taken so long. But I did have a funny conversation with a guy called Michael yesterday, who basically went, I need your bank details, I've got to give you some money from settlement claim already. And I was like, I even said to him, I went, I don't like swearing on the phone in front of people I don't know, but I did say, I went, fucking hell, Emma doesn't mess around, does he? And he went, no, she does not. So I was quite impressed by the level of get up and go that this woman had. She clearly is in the right position for getting stuff done, so fair play to her. So we're on the road, getting stuff fixed and painted and sorted, and yeah, it's all coming, but I need to get the chaser fixed, finished, so we can get it painted, ready for show season and have some fun with it. And the Lotus, we've got to build the engine ready for players. Did I tell you about that Players Classic? Oh yeah, I've been accepted in the Lotus. Me and Dan are going to go down for the weekend. See you soon, everyone. We videoing? Are we on?
Yeah, you've got a little red light this side, mate. Morning.
Morning, everyone. Turn that down a second, Danny. So we got our first two in this morning. Obviously, we had one cancellation. We've got a Audi A3, which is already outside. I did text the kiddie. It is a single din early shape A3, and he's bought a double din radio. We got a bit lost in translation where I'm trying to say to him, the car is too early to have a double din, and he was saying no, I've got a double din radio, but what he meant to say was he had a double din radio that needed fitting and the car has a single din, it's not going to work, so that's blown out. Other than that, we've got a new TT in. Customers just picked.
It's 19 plate.
Is it? Oh, okay.
5-year-old.
So this TT, new to them. New, nice blue. This has come in. We've also got a Tiguan. We've got to fit a customer's second-hand radio. So that's happening in this one. I've turned on the steady cam. I'm trying to hold the camera as still as I can. Yesterday I noticed I was a bit wobbly, yeah, so I'm trying to hold it still. So apologies, everyone.
I watched the video last night and I was like, Jesus Christ. This guy's like, wait!
Yeah, he's having a bit of a moment. But we're playing around with some stuff. I did buy one of these things to try it out, and it is a bit of a, let me just clip this out a second. It's basically a single din EQ, and obviously it shows you what's playing through it. A nice little purchase. I thought it might look good in a build, so we'll have a look at one of those maybe, potentially.
Everything's having look now.
Yeah, me and Dan are going to crack on. So we're going to do TT for front and rear dash cameras. Think we're F200 Pro. I'm going to fit the stereo in this thing. It is raining. Feeling a little bit more human today.
Yeah, more alive.
A little bit ill, a little bit coldy, but better than I did last night. So I'll see you in a bit, everyone. Happy Friday. Alright, everyone, let me just turn this music down a minute. Look at that display, doesn't that look cool? There we go. Right, so I've done the first portion of this morning. You liking the new camera? Is it bright, clear enough? Hopefully. Right, so we got Tiguan, Pioneer radio in there for him, USB, microphone, that kind of stuff. So we'll put a sticky pad on that. Dan's nearly done with the TT. Getting back over there. So he's nearly finished here. We've just been out for a little fry up. Now I've ruined him. He needs a cuddle and a sleep. But we're going to get these finished up and I'll come back to you in a minute. See you in a bit. Still finding my way around this camera.
Just as I pick up the camera.
We've obviously been out in the Lotus today. Alex has just gone to go and move it so that we can get the Tiguan out, get the TT out, get these back to their customers. I'm going to move on and do some more on the GTR. So next step I've got to do on this is to remove the door cards. So we're going to get this door card off first. Never taken a GTR apart, so I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing, other than I'm going to look for the obvious, like, you know, little clips in the ends of the door cards, that sort of stuff, to try and take this off. Obviously I'm going to ask Alex's opinion as well on what to take off first. But yeah, so I'm going to move on with this. The corrosion treatment has worked quite well. You can see it's all obviously purple underneath there. There's no rust left. It's all just back to being original metal. So we'll get that clean and coated, and then we'll move on from there. But as you can hear, we are still both full of lurgy. We are both getting by, lem-sipping it up. But we will catch up with you in a little bit. See you soon. Right then, so the door card is off for GTR. So it's all stripped back. And we're going to put some membrane in there to stop it from getting any more water towards the new speakers.
Some membrane?
Membrane.
No, we're going to dynamite it. We're just going to seal it off.
Oh, right, okay. So obviously it's an install from, how long did you say ago it was?
6 years.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
So a long time back.
Yeah. Little Voce tweeter, mid-range 6.5, crossover, Dynamat. But we're going to change this out.
Reason being, we've had water ingress into the actual speaker itself.
It's got a rusty brown hole.
Ugh.
What's happening is water is dripping down the sill, because they're not that good at these seals. Hits the speaker, runs through the speaker, collects, comes out the carpet, and then drips onto the floor. We've put, this been into the body shop before, and I supplied them some almost like speaker umbrellas to keep this sealed, and it's not working. So we're gonna dynamite the whole door and seal it off.
That being what these are here.
Yeah.
They're like a foam insert into the door card.
That's it. So we're going to just dynamite the whole thing, because we're going to go with Morel speakers, and nice and thin, so that they'll sit on the door card and not actually interrupt any of the waterway at all. So it can be wet side, dry side, no more leaky side. I feel like shit. It's about this time of day when it just like, it's like a Tyson slap. I'm like, oh Jesus. I'm like Jake Paul in a couple of weeks when he gets laid out.
Do you know what? I saw something on Facebook earlier saying that part of his contract is that he's allowed to tag team with his brother.
It's Mike Tyson. Like,
the two of them against it is going to be hilarious.
I know the dude is reformed, right, and he's gone from being quite an animal to quite a civilised gent. And actually, I was watching him do some stuff on TV the other day, or it might have been a podcast, and actually, I thought he was a very endearing chap. He had some quite sensible things to say. And I was listening to him talk, and I just thought, from what he was to what he is now, obviously he's gone through a lot, but I was kind of like...
But have you seen the videos of him training? Because he's still an animal.
Well, he's not. I think he's more of a gentleman now. I think he's realised the error of his ways, but he's now more calculated than he is a thug.
Yeah.
And that is going to be well for him, because, mate, he's going in there all cocky, and I think he's going to get laid the French out.
Probably.
Mike Tyson, for God's sakes. Cue the gorilla music. I can feel it.
Right, so I'll get this all stripped apart, get these taken out, get the door dynamited, and then we'll go on from there. If that's about right.
Yeah, I'm going to ring Celsius and order some more dynamite. We've got another pack upstairs.
We've got a whole bulk pack upstairs, yeah.
Alright.
So we're alright.
For a minute.
For a minute.
I need to get some speakers anyway, some fives.
It's alright then. See you soon.
Afternoon, everyone. How we diddling? Dan? Oh, it's alright, I got it. I'm just going to mute this radio down a second. Hang on a minute. La 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 la. Shh. Right. Coming to the end of Play for Friday, everyone. Let me just flip that round so I can see what I'm videoing. There we go. So we got the door cards off. Obviously on Ben's GTR. Ready for our speaker mounts, which are going to go on here. Our new stuff. You can see from last time we did a proper job with it. Lots of Dynamat where the tweeters were, where the mid was. It was all sealed in well. But obviously now we're going to have a change of direction. So I've been playing with said head unit. So here's the Sony RSX9, which is now in the little fascia that we've cut out. And what I've ordered as well is a USB blank. So it's got USB 2, so there's one at the front, there's one here, and then we've got another one there. So what I'm going to do is get a flush mounted fitting 3.0, sorry, mount that there, plug that into the back of it, so we'll have all the connections. We're going to run the Audison Bit 10D, which is the signal processor as well. So this is also going to sit where the old radio was. Obviously this is on the top, so there's enough space underneath it for this to sit in. So we'll have the digital output into this on the remote there, on the optical in, and then we'll have the two AD and AC links which go to the amplifier at the back. So we'll have signal control all the way to the back on the amplifier, and then we've got our speakers to go in the doors, do a retune, do a rewire, tidy everything up, simplify it, paint this thing, clean it. Ben was worried about the door membrane, shall we say, but actually they're all intact, there's nothing wrong with them. They are there, so it's literally just drawing water in, I think, off that cover. So having the Morel speaker, which is 17 millimeters mounting depth, obviously that's not going to pass the door card. It will sit in there with no problem, so we can actually treat the back of the door card with Dynamat and seal it completely off, so this is nice and safe. But that's the plan anyway. But Friday's done, we're about to get ready to go home. Try and rest up for another day. The cold is definitely getting better, we're not there yet, but I definitely feel better than I did, that's for sure. But this morning was a bit rubbish. How's the camera? Looking good? I look really overexposed at the minute. It's because my forehead's in the sunlight. I look like one of the aliens off of Cocoon in the 80s. Shut up laughing, you prick. But yeah, stomach muscles from coughing and sneezing are hurting, but it will be another night off tonight, I think, and finish tomorrow. I don't know what we got in tomorrow. Is the diary over there, Dan? What we got in for Saturday? Let's go and see what's going on over here.
We've got a Sprinter 16 plate for a Vito kit.
Oh yeah.
And we've got Lee for dash cameras.
That's right. So Lee's coming in for the dash cameras. Well, you can take care of that. Okay. And we've got the Kenwood 10.1 navigation screen and face kit. So that'd be cool. That'd be a nice one.
Full.
Were we doing a dash? Were we doing a reversing camera on it as well? Does it say that? No, it doesn't. No. No, just the sat nav and screen. Cool. Well, that's tomorrow then. Hopefully a nice chill Saturday too. But that's it. Dan, anything to add?
E.
Yeah, that's what you're getting today. Nearly there. I think Monday
you'll get a re.
Monday.
You'll get a flaming screech.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully we're better by then after a day off on Sunday. Anyway, guys, love you and leave you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.